Oh, what are you covered in? Maggie, what is wrong with you? Oh my God, I don't even want to touch you. Oh, Jesus. Well, hello everyone. It's Tuesday, and it's sunny again. A few days, amazing. So I'm out at Harrison Lake. Took about a couple of hours to get to the end of the pavement, and then 2 more hours of driving. Man, that was a heck of a drive. Lowered my tire pressure by 20 psi, which made it a softer drive. But man, obviously they got full-blown logging permit or something up there. So logging truck after logging truck after logging truck. So I had to really stay on the ball. Here, let me show you the lake. This is just absolutely amazing. So this here, that's Harrison Lake right there, and that chunk of land, those trees right there that you see, that's actually called Long Island. The area that I'm in, that I just pulled into, it's the overflow campground or group campground for 20 Mile Bay, and the actual campsite for 20 Mile Bay is on the other side of that beach. I'll walk there tomorrow during the day, show you the campground, but it's actually closed. I drove up and the gate was closed, which I knew because they're always closed for the season. Incredibly late lunch, being stalked by Maggie, who's covered in... Oh, what are you covered in? Maggie, what is wrong with you? Oh my God, I don't even want to touch you. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're going down. Oh, man. Free dog. Slightly used. Gotta take her down to the water after I finish eating. I don't want to touch her right now. Go on. Go on. Get out of here. Go on. Oh, she smells too. Oh, I touched it. It's on. Oh my God, it's on her collar. Ah! Alright. Washed Maggie off. Man, I don't know what that was. Go on, Daisy. Got another one trying to mooch here. Alright, so, super late lunch. It's now got the fire going. Lunch today is very light lunch. I've got peppered maple salmon, I got candy salmon, applewood cheese, caraway cheese, cheddar, done some baguette, and again, Bridge Brewing, Bridge Brewing, prime time. Cheers, guys. This is the update for the surgery. You see that bruise there? I'm pretty sure you can. And then there's the darker bruise, but there's that whole tinge right there. This side of the face is slightly swollen still. morning, everybody. What a glorious morning. It's supposed to be sunny all day today, and then probably cloud in tomorrow. I noticed some beer cans and such in the bush over here. I'm going to do a little camp cleanup. Explore the actual 20 Mile Bay campground. I could just walk around to the access road, which has a gate. Obviously can't drive through it. There's paddle over there. I was just walking down the beach. I went to go get a piece of a driftwood that I want to take home. Show you guys in a second here. But I was just picking up broken glass everywhere on the beach. I mean, there was just countless pieces, some of it like super jagged, and obviously my dogs are on the beach, other people's dogs on the beach, and yeah, so picked up half a bag's worth. There's countless more, but check out this piece of driftwood that I want to take home. It's pretty cool, eh? It's about 1 meter across. It actually weighs quite a bit. And what I'm thinking of doing, I gotta cut this piece off here, but what I'm thinking is making like a driftwood light. I'll clean it up, I'll pressure wash it, and then string some lights on it, and then suspend it from my gazebo, the nice heavy chain. Maybe some solar lights or something like that. That'd be kind of neat, eh? Well, I don't have my usual paddling gear with me. All I have is my street clothes. Kind of forgot about it, but I got my life vest on, and I won't stay too far from the shore because I know Maggie might end up swimming after me. So, and it's warm out here. Truck camper is just behind those trees there. So I guess at one point there must have been a dock here, a pier, for logging purposes or something like that, because there's all the remnants of the pier, of the pilings. And look at those peaks there. Man, that's just so majestic. So anyways, we're gonna head over there. Here we are at the opposite shore, sort of. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Hey, made it. Not super graceful, but we're on the other side. Man, that's a nice view, eh? I don't remember how many campsites are here. Quite a few. It's a little peninsula, and you can actually walk all the way around. Fire pit, picnic table, drive-in site. So the site is closed. There's no one here. I've met the camp host before. She's a very lovely woman. She does a really good job of keeping this place under control. Like if you're coming here at a party, she'll kick you out. So it's like a nice family place. I don't know where my dogs went. So she was telling me a few things. You might want to skip forward if you don't like bad news. But so on the way in, you probably saw that. Well, first of all, I'll tell you the one that's kind of funny. That the wrecked car, the little silver car. So that one, some kid came down to party for the weekend in a tiny little car, like a Tercel or something like that. And then that's a really, really steep road going down to that corner. And like I was actually in first gear, just taking it easy. And so he couldn't get out. But instead of calling for the massive tow bill, the kid just pushed the car into the ditch and rolled it over. I don't know what that's all about. So the car used to be further down the ditch. But everyone, because it was upside down, so everyone that was coming to the camp was all freaking out. There's a car in the ditch. So I guess she must have called. It was too expensive for ICBC or insurance corporation to actually recover it. So she ended up getting it flipped over. So you can obviously tell there's no one in it, right? That was the problem. Everybody thought there was somebody in it. The next thing is like the little white crosses. There are two of them. So that one was the July 1st long weekend 2 years ago. This father and daughter and her friend were coming down here to camp, and it was getting real late, and he was hurrying, and he was in a big rig, like I want to say a class, like a bigger one, like probably a class C, or probably not a class A because you can't really get it in here, but a large rig. And he was hurrying down that hill, and he was going too fast, and he lost his brakes. He ended up dying, and I believe either killed his daughter or killed her friend, one or the other. But that's what those two white crosses there are. So this is the camp host actually explained to me what this is, except I can't remember what she told me. It's obviously some kind of a marker, potentially a grave memorial marker thing. This is the camp access road, and all along here, the south facing side is very popular for the campers. They fill up first because of the obviously because the sun is always on the south side for us. The winter sun right now is pretty low, but in the summer it's quite a bit higher in the sky. And so last time I was able to just walk along the beach there, hike across the rocks, and then I'll show you guys where the water, so that's the Island of the Dead, or Long Island as it is on the map. Show you guys how it goes around, and this is just a peninsula. Look at this beautiful sight, man. If you guys ever want to come here, and soon this site number 7, that's the one that you want. It's gorgeous, wide open, single vehicle. So there's a really faint trail that kind of works its way around. There's a little knoll here. I'm not sure if I want to hoof it all the way down there. I just got my street shoes on. So there's the tip of the peninsula. Campground is right behind me. So there's the Island of the Dead, Long Island, and you can see from camp it just looks like that's land, but there's actually water that goes right around. There's the far shore of the Harrison Lake, so that's Harrison East. So there is an FSR that goes around there, and the hot springs on the other side. That's for another trip. So these are the sites. They're facing the north. Got quite a bit of wind here. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, the wind's coming straight. You can see there's the breaks from the wind pushing the water towards the shore. So this is the north side, so obviously we don't get much sun on this side. Look at that beautiful terrain though. Those mountains there. Wow, that is just beautiful. Hiya Daisy. Hi sweetheart. Hi baby girl. Hi Poo Eater. What you doing? Well, it's 11:45, and I'm so glad that the wind is coming from the north. I wouldn't have attempted if the wind was coming from the wrong direction, because the water is actually really, really calm back in the bay. The north's blowing from the north, and so the peninsula and all of this knoll here protects that little bay. Water is super glassy. I wouldn't have attempted in my jeans and street shoes had it not been the case. Wow, look at this blowdown. Man, you don't want to be here in the winter when the storms are hitting. Look at this guy. Just shattered. Yeah, it's all punky, you can see it. All rotted. Yeah, imagine, you're camping. This is the parking spot here, and those are tenting. That's a tenting spot there. You can park here. But can you imagine? I mean, this came down when a storm hit, but I mean, realistically, it can go anytime, right? So you got your truck camper parked there, or your trailer, and this thing misses you by a couple of meters. Yikes. Yep, water sure is calm on this side. Really glad I didn't actually attempt to try to paddle around that point. I just stopped right here and just walked into camp. Hey, Gordon and Mickey, if you guys are watching this from Hike and RV channel, I'll put a link in there of their channel in the description. But if Gordon was here, he'd probably be paddling all the way to the north end of the lake by now. Wish you were here, buddy. What a great day. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, time to head home. I'm no longer where I was. So I'm 6 kilometers further up the same FSR, further north. I wanted to come check out the spot because it's on the map. It's Crown land. It's not governed by anyone. This is a major party spot by the looks of things. There's just garbage everywhere and so on. But look at this beautiful view here. I can see why people want to come here. So the camp that I was at is 6 kilometers further that way. Look at all that clear cut. So on that side is Harrison East, and that road also ends up at the northern end of the lake, which is where Pemberton is. There's a hot spring somewhere on the other side. I don't actually know where. Gonna have to explore that. And then there's a hot spring further this way as well too. So I'm going to turn around and head back. Had a great time hanging out at camp last night. I took a slightly different route, a shortcut in the middle of that drive out. And it's put me a lot closer to the water than the drive in. And man, what a view. So that's the 20-mile bay area. So when I took you guys for a walk yesterday, that's where I kind of climbed to the top of that little knoll on that pinnacle, and that's that beach where I landed my craft and then walked around in the campsite. So my campground is that way into the cove, and the 20-mile bay camp sites are there. So that's Long Island, or Island of the Dead, and you can actually see it's an island because, well, it ends like over there. It's pretty long. The water's on the other side as well too. Man, look at those glaciers there. That's pretty spectacular. And then a peek at what we think might be the Cheam Range right there. It's actually behind that there. Just gorgeous here. Well guys, this is the final stop of the trip. Just airing up my tires back to pressure. And then I'm going to chill out a little bit and then head home. It's been a great trip. It was a lot of fun. Great weather. Happy to be out here. See you guys next time.